Hiya, today I'm going to do a really simple, quite golden makeup with a nice bright red lip. I'm going to start with a bit of the Kiehl's Hydra Plump Serum. I've been using a lot of this week because you can kind of put your makeup straight on top of it. And at the time I'm doing this, it's about 9:45. I've got my first Zoom at 10 and I haven't had my breakfast yet. So I'm sure you can imagine this is going to be a short and sweet one. So I'm going to take this all over and then go in with a nice light layer of foundation. Now, as you can see, I'm a little bit more red than usual today. That just happens sometimes, it's one of those things. So I'm going to take a nice sheer layer of foundation all over. Let me grab a little brush here. And then once I've done a sheer layer all over, I'm going to go back in on any areas of redness and just build a little bit more if I need to. Now, I like, with foundation, personally, whichever brand you go for, I love using a domed brush. This one today is, let me find the exact name of it, the Optical Blurring Brush from Urban Decay. But anything you have in your collection that's a little bit more rounded is really nice for this kind of soft sweep of colour that you can also use to build coverage. So I'm taking a little bit of the excess across my eyes. And then what I'm going to do, I've still got a tiny bit left on the back of my hand there. I'm going to press that in over these areas where not only can you kind of initially see that you want a bit more coverage, but also I know historically that it's my chin and my cheeks that halfway through the day look like they need a little top up. So that's one thing I'd say as well. Just have a little think historically about the things that you notice in your makeup as the day goes on, and you can almost troubleshoot them first thing in the morning before you reach that point of wanting to correct it. I'm going to take a tiny, in fact, I won't use this yet. I am going to take a tiny bit of like a liquid illuminator to give this a bit of a glow, but I'm going to add that once I've given this a chance to settle. And first of all, I think I'm going to go in and use a tiny bit of powder and a little bit of bronzer. So the products I'm using today this is the It Girl Beauty book. Basically, It Cosmetics do this book every year that is all of your complexion, lips, eyes, cheeks, everything all in one. And I really look forward to this every year, and they've just released this year's one. And it's just so handy. Like this morning I was thinking, I'd love to do a video. What will I grab from the cupboard? And then I thought, if I literally just pick this up, you just need to grab your mascara and your foundation and you've got everything. So I'm going in with a little Peaches PC03 brush to just sweep some bronzer over this. I've already used my setting powder. And actually, oh hang on, I've gone in a bit deep there, making myself look like I've got a cold or something. This morning on my podcast, if you've not listened to it before, my podcast is called Beauty from the Heart. And I've basically just created a little series of chats with people that I love, that I think have nice stories to tell. Everything's quite uplifting, people doing nice things, people that you'd know from beauty, other industries. But today is part 1 of 2 of a Peaches and Cream special. Peaches is really special to me. That's where I learned how to do makeup. Kate and Nicola taught me everything I know. This is 10 years ago now. And Kate's done part 1 of the story and Nicola's going to do part 2 this weekend. So if you've not listened to it before, it's a really nice, I'm going in with a fluffy brush and some bronzer, by the way. It's a really nice one to start with because this is a real story of 2 people working really hard to build something from the ground up. You know, there are so many great stories that you hear of people doing that. And sometimes, you know, there's help along the way. There's some kind of stroke of luck. There's, you know, I think lots of people have different stories. But Kate and Nicola's is as simple as they had a vision, they worked really hard and it happened. And for me, that's what makes it so motivating and inspiring, like that could be any one of us. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I absolutely, when I listened to it again this morning, and it's just they're really special to me. So if you're gonna listen or you've not listened before, please listen to that one. Now, gone in with a bit of bronzer. This is feeling really nice. I've been going for 5 minutes. I don't want to go for much more than 10 minutes because then I've got 5 minutes to make some toast and a tea before this 10 o'clock Zoom. So let's try and wrap it up in 5. During the course of November going into December, I feel like it's going to be mandatory that we just have a bit of a reflection of I'm a Celebrity in each video. Absolutely love Shane Richie, absolutely love Beverly. I'm trying to think of them all now. Love it. I'm basically just absolutely invested in all of them. I think they're a really nice group. I think they're going to get on really well. I'm going in with a bit of Fizz from my book, by the way. Nice little nudie. I just think they're really, really nice, and I've got a good feeling about this year. I think it's going to be a right laugh. Got Vernon doing the trial tonight. Vernon seems lovely. Oh, I tell you who I'm loving, Victoria Derbyshire. I was really excited when she was going in, actually, because I like watching her. But yeah, she seems really good. Right, how are we doing? 6 minutes. It's kind of time to start moving along. Sorry, I've got a cat hair or something there that is really quite itchy. You can tell the cat sits near me here when I'm doing my work, can't you? Right, very quickly, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Peaches Pigment Impeached. There is honestly something really tickling me there. I'm so sorry, that is a cat hair. I wouldn't have actually been able to continue knowing that that was driving me mad. Okay, little bit of Peaches Pigment Impeached. When you're using a loose pigment like this, it's totally up to you whether you set it or not. You know, you can use mixing mediums and things to make it a bit more of a paste or a gel to get it to set. Personally, I actually find with the Peaches pigments, they sit really well, even if you don't prep them with anything. So I never tend to mix them really. But if you wanted a really intense, like very dense finish off them, it works really well to mix them. But like, I don't think anyone needs me to have a dense eyeshadow on for a 10 o'clock in the morning Zoom, do they? So not for me on this occasion, but I'm sure I will another time. I'm going to go in with some Superhero mascara. Let me get my hair right out of the way because I always get mascara in my hair. Speaking of my hair, can I just say, every time it's wavy like this, it's that Mark Hill wand from Boots. It costs, you basically get, it's called a pick and mixer, and you buy the handle and then you can get as many different heads for it as you want. The handle is £25, the heads are about £15. For £40, like, it is way better than loads of expensive things I've tried, and I just can't talk about it enough. Because like, even if I'd tried a few things blind and couldn't see the prices of them, I'd have picked this Mark Hill one. And then it's just so nice that it doesn't cost an absolute arm and a leg. There we go. I think I've got a bit of mascara on the upper lid there, but never mind. I'm going to leave the bottom clean and keep it nice and fresh and just a bit more top heavy. Quite frankly, for no other reason than I am running out of time. Okay, I'm going to go in with a little bit of MAC Cherry all over the lips. Not all over, sorry, all around. I've gone a bit lower than my lips there, but we'll style it out. There we go. And then upper, I'm going to plump them up a little bit in the outer corners. you hear that? Someone's watching Grand Designs next door. 3 guesses as to who that is. Absolutely loves it. Okay, liner is on. Now, I just can't find this lippy anywhere. It's called, maybe I need to look more carefully, but there is a lipstick I absolutely love. It's a liquid lipstick from NARS called Get Up Stand Up, and it's a pinky red. And I can't seem to find it online. I'm a bit worried it might be discontinued. So MAC always do like their limited edition Christmas things, lovely. It's always like a bit of a treat to have the different packaging and whatever. But when I open this one, it's called Heart Goes Boom. It's exactly the kind of colour that I'm missing from this NARS. See how it's a bit of a pinky red? I love that kind of red, whichever brand you want to get it from. This is the kind of red that kind of makes you look more awake, makes your teeth look a bit more white, that kind of thing. So there we go. Love that. If you wanted something like this, slightly more red and slightly more glossy, Sam Chapman's red lipstick from MAC is also lovely. But I love that kind of pinky red. It just makes everything nice and bright. I'm going to put the tiniest bit to finish. It's 11 minutes 34. I've defo missed my window for making a piece of toast, but never mind. Do you know what, actually, I'm just thinking out loud, I might just bring my laptop into the kitchen and I can just be making the toast at the beginning. I'm sure no one will begrudge me having a piece of toast. Okay, little bit of Peaches Pigment in Pearl. This comes out, this looks white in the pot, but it comes out like a luminous, rosy colour. Now, I've got a bit of texture in my skin today because I'm especially red. So I'm going to go really gentle on this, and I feel like the lighting is so rubbish. Listen, I can see this in the mirror behind me and it's lovely, but you can't really see it there. I'll put the ring light on another day and show you that. That is one of the best pigments you'll ever use in your whole life. But even though it's first thing in the morning, it's absolutely the horrors of like winter brightness, so you can't really see. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go and take the laptop in and make a piece of toast, and I will talk to you tomorrow. We can have another I'm a Celebrity catch up.